Here we're back again with connection problems. Sorry about that.
So terrible to be in the middle of nowhere.
Yep. What are we going to do about it? So we were saying Pedro Tapia is a no-show. Next diver is Konstantin from Canada. So his official top is 12:23. Is that right? Yeah, 12:23. So that's in roughly 9 minutes.
Konstantin yesterday made a free immersion dive, 54 meters. It was a white car.
Yep. And today he's attempting a 57-meter free immersion.
So looks like he's not changing the discipline. So probably he's looking for improving his mark in free immersion. Yesterday he made 54, and now he's attempting
57.
57.
Do you have the record of what was his PB before this competition?
Yes, we have over there.
It's here. 52.
So he's making an improvement on his depth, definitely.
Yes. So yesterday he did
54?
54. That was 2 meters
Okay.
above his PB, and today 57. That's three more.
And if we accumulate, it is an increasing of 5 meters, 10%.
Yes.
Wow.
So, well, if that's how it goes, then we could probably expect him to do
Tomorrow, repeat the free immersion.
maybe.
Let's see.
Let's see what his strategy is, but maybe he goes for maybe for 60.
Salud. So we are waiting for his official top that will be at 12:23. So we have 5 more minutes.
Listo.
Okay, let's continue to talk about our sponsors. So we have mentioned Crazy as one of the principal sponsors. We also have the school in Florida,
Deptwish.
Depquish. We have already, well, as well, Jumkin is an sponsor for this competition. The Cenote by itself.
That's right. We have the Cenote that's hosting this competition. They are helping a lot with the sponsorship. They are taking care of, well, the platform actually is a permanent setting here in the Cenote. So it's all year round. The freediving platform is here. Um, they are taking care of the staff for the meals, for the parking, for the uh, for the cabins, for the staff to stay here overnight. And also we have the free diving schools that sponsor this event and that are somehow owned by judges, safety, and other staff. We have Hipoxia, that's a school in La Paz, and this school is from Montserrat Pert, which is a competitor, and his her boyfriend, which is Arturo Hernandez, which is a safety today, and is in the water. Then we have Freedive Tulum, that's the school from Chris, that's one of the judges, and obviously these are based in Tulum. Um, we have Akha Freediving, that's the school of another one of the judges from Pablo, that lives in Mexico City.
Yes, yes.
Then we have Apnea Cozumel, that's the school from Aurelio, that's another one of the judges. And finally, we have Cancun Freediving, which is my own school, and it's based in Cancun, of course.
So we have too many sponsors, too many schools in the area. It is really interesting how the sport has been growing in the last years.
Yes, and I think the place where there are the most schools in the area is probably Playa del Carmen. I think the biggest schools are Pranamaya, definitely, and maybe Blackfin,
Blackfin,
but there are other schools and also a couple of freelance instructors, but they are mostly based in Playa del Carmen.
because it is very convenient. You are in the middle, so you can go to the cenotes at the south, like Angelita,
That's
Light
right.
Laguna, and you can come here to Yumkin,
That's right.
Maravilla, and
That's
other
right.
beautiful cenotes that we have in the area.
Yes. So for those that do not know the area, um, uh, the this cenote is in an area roughly located between Playa del Carmen and Cancun. So if you see in a map, there's Cancun at the north, then a little bit south is Playa del Carmen, and a little bit more south is Tulum. So Alejandra is right, and when she says that Playa is right in the middle, and most of the cenotes are there's a very important area of cenotes between Cancun and Playa, and another area between Playa and Tulum. So that
Yes.
makes Playa like probably the most optimal spot to access all the cenotes.
And we
And here
are
we have
just starting for the dive.
there's the official top for Konstantin.
So he's doing a little packing. He has started his dive. Let's see. This is his second dive in this competition for Konstantin in free immersion. Yesterday he made 54 meters. He's pushing a little bit and he's trying to do 57.
So Konstantin is also a Panamaya freediver. He took all his courses with us, and today he's trying a PB. So let's see how it goes. I think he should be able to do it. Yesterday he was a little bit hypoxic, but he's a strong freediver. I think he would be able to do it. Konstantin did the workshop with us before the competition. So this competition is, we welcome a lot, obviously, the first timer. Actually, it's almost designed for them. But to do a competition, it's very important to learn the rules and prepare. So before the competition, we do a workshop where we spend 3 days studying the rules and all the different details about the competition and the organization and so on, to make sure that they have the best experience possible. Konstantin is already on the way up. He's a strong diver. You can see the platform bouncing. Second safety is going down. And he's planning to do only free immersion.
That is what we noticed. And he arrived here with a PB of 52, so he's making progress.
Yeah. He's making progress. And he didn't dive for 2 years, so now he's back in the water. So I'm super happy for him.
Wow. So everybody is welcome in this competition.
If you're a certified freediver, you're more than welcome to join us.
And if you are not a certified freediver, what do you need to do to be a certified freediver?
You come to Panamaya and take the course, but I'm going to talk about that in a few seconds because Konstantin is about to arrive and I really want to see that. There he goes.
Okay.
He
looks fresh, really strong. He has the tag. Signal.
I don't know if he has a tag, but he made the protocol on time. It does not look shaky. He's saying no. I don't think he had the tag. Let's see it in a few seconds.
Sorry, I thought that he had the tag.
All right, it's an early turn for him. Good job, Konstantin. Still good job. I'm pretty sure he's going to try again tomorrow.
For sure.
It's 57 meters, right?
57 meters. Early turn. Okay, our following freediver is Arturo Serratos.
Arturo Serratos.
Arturo vive en Cancún, ¿no?
Vive en Cancún. Estuve entrenando con nosotros por varios días antes de la competencia. Le salió bastante bien. Es bastante profundo como apneísta también.
Ayer hizo un museo de 50 metros sin aletas.
50 metros sin aletas, es bastante impresionado. Y le encanta. Y él es parte del equipo Blackfin. Se entrena con Pedro, Pepe, Sashi y toda esta banda mucho. Y vienen aquí todos los fines de semana. Cada domingo están aquí haciendo entrenamientos. Pues me imagino que los has visto también, Jorge.
Sí, también a veces me uno a sus entrenamientos. Entonces, sí, están todos los domingos aquí.
Entonces, no le da duro, que sigue entrenando para tratar de hacer buenas bajadas y cada vez que organizamos la competencia aquí están, así que me da mucha alegría, la verdad.
Ok, y ahora va a ser un buceo con aleta 58 metros.
Está en la línea. No está usando nada máscara por nose clip, nada de fluid goggles.
Hace mucho tiempo que no veo a nadie con fluid goggles.
Pues el premio para el challenge son unos fluid goggles.
Ok, entonces para el próximo año veremos, la próxima edición de Panamaya veremos al menos un competidor con fluid goggles.
Pues si se ganan el challenge, si no, no.
Ah, ¿cómo? ¿O puede haber
el premio del challenge es el fluid goggles.
Pero, o sea, como que si no ganan, ¿no hay un ganador?
No, el challenge tiene que hacer el tiempo exacto para ganar.
O sea, si nadie hace el tiempo exacto, entonces nadie gana.
No, eso es un challenge.
Wow.
El año pasado ganó 2. Entonces, si no gana nadie este año, para mí ya estoy haciendo un balance.
O sea, en el challenge todos los que se inscriban pueden ganar y a la vez
¿Sí?
no.
Ajá, exactamente.
Ok. Interesante. ¿Y cuándo vas a poner un challenge para mujeres?
Pues lo puedes hacer también, es para todos.
Así es para todos, pero la profundidad para las mujeres que sea un poco menos.
No, porque si tu PB no es más de la profundidad de la competencia, pues mejor compites.
Ok. Tenemos a Arturo Serratos concentrándose para su bajada. Su official top es 12:31. Estamos a 2 minutos de empezar. ¿Y cuánto tiempo tiene Arturo practicando freediving?
Ahora no sabría decir, pero hace como 2-3 años que lo veo por aquí, ¿no?
1 minute.
1 minute. Can you remind us what steps he's gonna do?
He's trying a bi-fin free dive with 58 meters in 2 minutes.
58 meters. All right, that's already a quite challenging dive. And I have to say that I need to go back to training because I see more and more athletes getting close to my own PB. And
and you don't want to
yeah, like when I started to teach around here, I was probably one of the deepest diver in the area, and now I'm just an average diver. So I think I'm gonna have to go back to training and go back to depths. Yeah. But I have to say that since we have the platform, I really want to go back to training. It gets my attention a lot.
And do you have permanently here the platform?
Yes.
So the platform will be part of the cenote?
The platform is over there.
Okay.
Official top is going. Here we go.
Y después de Arturo tenemos un competidor más y tendremos un break.
Excellent. I think he's gonna get about to the bottom right now. Timing seems to be good. You can see Chris holding the line, waiting for the feeling of the touchdown.
Can you explain us, Julian, a basic question that everybody asks me? Is there any scuba diver at the bottom? Why not? Why Chris is touching the line? How can we ensure that everybody could be safe at the depth?
It's a touchdown. Arturo is going up. So it's an excellent question, Alejandra. No, we do not use scuba divers. Simply because the scuba divers cannot really go up fast. So if there is an emergency and they need to act, they cannot bring the diver back to the surface quickly. So scuba divers can be useful for filming and taking pictures, but not really to do safety. So we do all the safety by free diving. Like this, if there is an emergency, we can grab the diver and take him back to the surface as fast as we want. And if it's too deep for the free diver to take the diver up, we use what we call the counterweight system, which is basically a big piece of weight on the other side of the line that's going to push the whole system up and bring the diver with the rope back to the surface within a minute. It's very, very efficient. Here it is. Back to the surface.
It's
No
very
sleep.
strong.
Senior, that looks good. Let's see if he has a tag. I think it's a tag that I just saw in his hand. Let's hold on. Yeah, he has a tag. That's good. Ooh, careful. Stay up there. Stay up there.
Wonderful. Beautiful. Looks as a really nice dive.
Now he's breathing. We're waiting, and this is a white card from the judge. Congratulations, Arturo. I'm so happy for him.
Another white car. So you was telling us, so in case of an emergency, we will use the counterpoints.
Mm-hmm. So on the other side of the platform, there is a big piece of weight that's connected to the line. So if you throw this big piece of weight in the water, it's grabbing the line, and we push the system all the way down to the bottom. So basically, we have
And that is the
sorry.
importance of the lanyard.
Yeah, so basically, yes, the diver is connected with the lanyard on the line. We throw the big piece of weight in the back. This big piece of weight is going to bring the whole system down. So it's pulling the line up. When the line up goes on the other side, it gets stuck on the lanyard of the freediver and bring the freediver back to the surface.
Other important point is that contrary about what the majority of the people think is that the most dangerous part of a dive is not necessarily when you are at the bottom, because technically you are in the middle of the dive.
Yeah, that's very true. I don't really like the word dangerous, but yes, I mean, there is when you're at the bottom, you're on half of your dive, so you should be feeling good, no? And when you go up, well, you're starting to run out a little bit of oxygen, you're getting tired. So this is why the risk of blackout or samba or whatever issues, 99% of the time will be happening at the surface. The counterweight system exists since many years, and I don't think no competition has used it in at least 4 or 5 years. It's really the last thing that we will use. So yeah, it's there obviously, but I know we're not gonna use it.
Okay.
Though before the competition, we have a day where we do drills all day,
Mm-hmm.
and we simulate all those situations. So we did use the counterweight. We know it works perfectly. We simulated blackout at 20 meters. We simulated blackout at the surface. To make sure that the safety team is always ready to act with the right decision. Yeah. But again, this is the seventh editions, and like blackout, that what I call a strong blackout is a blackout that I will need to take the diver maybe out of the water, and that happens maybe twice or 3 times in the all competition. And we have 35 athletes per day, so we talk about hundreds of dives every competition. So
Okay.
it's less than 1%. Yeah. So
Absolutely.
so it's good. It's a very safe sport, but we want to make sure that if something goes wrong, that we're going to be very efficient, because every seconds are important underwater. It's not like on land where we have time to think. And here we have to be prepared to act right away.
And this location is perfect because as well you are very close to evacuate someone in case of a real emergency.
Yeah, but like I said, again, emergency very unlikely.
Yes, it is very unlikely. Absolutely, but
All right, so let's talk a little bit about Amerigo. Amerigo just showed up on the line. He's going to be the next diver. Amerigo is from Guatemala, and he's having a freediving center over there, and teach freediving in Guatemala, and he's the national champion, if I'm not wrong. There was another diver from Guatemala which were in the area for a while. His name is Frank. Very nice guy. So the freediving Guatemala team, lovely. Amerigo is an amazing guy. Um, and he was actually camping on site on the previous day to be able to train and be ready for the competition. Amerigo went to the Roatan Caribbean Cup, and this time is the first participation to the Azul Freediving Challenge. Thirty seconds. So he likes to breeze up standing, holding the line with the lanyard on top of his hands. You can see the Guatemala flag on his hat.
Beautiful. I love these caps that has the flag,
Yeah, it's nice.
but I lost mine.
Official top. Here he goes. Good duck dive. He showed his hand before the dive. I don't know if you noticed that, but he showed his hand before the dive. And this is just to tell the judge that he's not using the line to go down, because in constant weight, you're not allowed to use the line at all. The line is just a reference, so you're supposed to only follow it. So what he's doing when he starts is showing to the people, I'm not pulling the line to do my duck dive. Make sure he doesn't get a red card for something like this. And then he goes. A little bit before, you were asking me why is Chris having his hand here. When you put your hands on the line, because the freedivers have the lanyard, we can really feel what's going on. Like on the way down, we're gonna feel the vibration of the lanyard on the way down. When they touch the bottom, we're gonna feel the impact. When they make this first pull, we definitely feel the sensation. And when they start to go up, we also feel the lanyard going up. And if they are doing free immersion, it's even easier because if they pull on the line all the time, and we always feel. So the idea of putting the hand on the line is to know what's going on at all time.
And all these little aspects make this sport really safe.
Mm-hmm. But the sport is very safe. 145. Can you remind us what Amerigo is doing on this dive?
He's doing a constant weight by fins
It
dive.
is. Sorry, control by fins. Protocol, no sleep, sign,
Final.
looking good. Sorry, you were saying
55 meters, constant weight by fins,
51 5
and
minutes
announced
constant
time
weight.
of dive of 2 minutes.
Protocol seems to be right. Now we are waiting for the decision of the judge. So we
And he
should see the.
has
He
the
has a tag, so
tag.
he made the dive. Perfect.
So
Dropping the mic. And it's a white card. Congratulations, Amerigo. I like that.
okay, we were having now a camera break,
All right.
and
So
we will back in a few minutes.
yeah, I think we're gonna take a little break for ourselves as well and drink some water.
So our next dive is at 1:10. So we will start the transmission.
Oh, we keep it running. Break and be back in 15, 20 minutes, no?
Yes.
Hello again.
Sir, on the line, can we adjust the camera to see our next competitor?
So we are starting this second half of the competition today with Melissa Ponder from USA.
He's attempting a free immersion dive, 51 meters in 2 minutes 8 seconds. Melissa has participated in the last edition of Azul Freediving Challenge. Yesterday, he made a beautiful dive for 37 meters in constant wave, no fins. And now she's changing the discipline. She's trying for immersion today. Let's see and hope that she has as well a white car. Her noddle is very, very particular from her.
Say that again.
The noodle,
Ah, the noodle. Yes, she's You can tell she's
she's from
American.
USA, very proud to be an American.
Tanner, Eduardo, ¿sí está acá?
Sheesh.
Tanner, Tanner, Tanner.
So Melissa is going next. That's
Yes.
what's going on. All right. So Melissa, I know Melissa since a long time. She's been doing a few Azul freediving challenge, but she also
Eduardo
did
Escalante.
a world record right here with us. Um,
A world
a
record.
world record. So not with AIDA, but with CIMAS, there's a difference between fresh and salt
Salt
water.
water.
And we organized a variable freshwater world record for her, and she went to 75 meters.
Wow,
That was last year.
wonderful. Tell
Hmm.
us about the difference between fresh water and salt water for our audience.
Well, the difference between the fresh water and the salt water will be mostly the buoyancy. No, the salts affect a lot on the buoyancy. You will be floating more in salt water than in fresh water. So in fresh water, let's say it's a little bit harder to go down, but a little bit easier to go up. Yeah,
Okay.
and with the fresh water, it will be the other way around. You're gonna find a good speed on the way down, but you're gonna have to use a little bit more power to go up. At the end, there's not such a big difference. I think it's more about getting used to it. Getting used to the sensation. I personally train a lot in the cenotes, a lot in freshwater, so I really like the freshwater. Also, one of the big difference between cenote water and the ocean is the noise. Like when you're diving in the ocean, you always hear sounds like a little crack from the reef, from the water. It goes like that. In the cenote, freshwater is no sounds at all except your heartbeat. So it's quite interesting too. So for some people, it might be disturbing to go from one to the other. Yeah. Last time I went in the ocean, I felt the ocean was very noisy and also very bright. I like to dive with my eyes closed, and a little
Mm-hmm.
bit like when you try to fall asleep. No, when you're laying down in your bed, if it's dark, it's easier, right? If there is very bright in the room, even if your eyes are closed, you see this brightness and it's hard to relax. And I have the same phenomenon with my freediving when I do a deep diving in the ocean. I think it's too bright. I just take a few dives, no, to get used to it. But yeah, it's an
But
interesting thing.
depends on the side because I remember that one time in Vertical Blue
Mm.
at the Blue Hole, the conditions were not the best that day. I made a dive for 50 meters. When I opened the eyes, I saw the darkness,
Mm.
completely black.
The vertical, I guess, the blue hole in the Bahamas. Okay, it's the ocean, but it's actually a cenote because it's a collapse on the limestone, and this hole is so deep that the water doesn't flow very well in there. And yes, it's quite dark. I agree with that. But
But
in Roatan, for example, or in
totally
Dominica,
different.
you at the bottom, you look, even if you are 100 meters, I think if you look up, you can still see the platform.
And also, even if you are 60, 70 meters, it is blue, blue,
Oh, yeah,
blue.
yeah, yeah.
very bright, all the light. There
All
is
right, this is the official top for Melissa. If you can see, she's packing a little bit. She's removing now her floating device. There you go, full blast breath. A little bit of packing. 20 seconds. There we go. Ooh, she starts on the edge of the start, but it's still good. And here she goes. And we have this American flag floating at the surface. Melissa Ponder. Can you remind us what Melissa is going to do today?
Melissa's trying a free immersion dive, 51 meters in 2 minutes 8 seconds.
All right.
That is the announced time.
So here on the strategy, it's quite interesting because Christian announced 55 free immersion, so she was going to be deeper than her, but she ended up doing a wrong surface protocol. So if Melissa does this dive, that's going to give a big advantage on her for the overall, and maybe even for the position on the free immersion discipline. So, and I know that she knows that. So let's see how this dive is going to go. I'm sure she can do it. I mean, she knows how to equalize to those depths. Uh, she has a good technique. So if on the way up she stays relaxed and don't burn too much energy, she can make that dive easy. And that was a turn. She's coming up. Melissa is also an instructor. Huh? She's an athlete, but she's also an instructor. And now she's a part of the Depth Swish team, and she teaches in Florida with Tanner.
Okay.
So if you guys want to have the chance to dive with Melissa, you probably can see her in the springs. And see the pools. You can see the difference the pool, for example, with Max now, where you could see massive, strong pool. Air, she prefer to do maybe a little bit less powerful pool and do a little bit more pool. In a way, it's probably better also for the energy consumption, because if you pull very hard, you use a lot of energy. She's gonna be here. There you go. Here she arrived. She's holding the line. She looks strong. Recover breathing. Oh, it looks very nice. Sign. Oh, beautiful protocol. Great job, Melissa. Let's see if she has a tag.
She has the
She has the
tag.
tag. Amazing. Congratulations. Let's see what the judge decide. We never know. Maybe we missed something, but it looks good to me. And it's a white card.
White card,
Congratulations. Good job, Melissa. That's great. I'm very happy for you.
Okay.
All right. So that's a good start for the second part of this competition. Now let's decide that we're going to go for white card only, right?
Hopefully, yes. Next one is Sashi from Mexico.
Alright, a ver, quizás podemos cambiar al español. Entonces, para Sashi Kobashi, desde de México, es atleta también con la banda de Blackfin. Entonces, entrena con Pepe, Pedro, Arturo, toda esta banda. Y no sé, supongo que ella tuvo su curso como hace un año, un poquito más, no tanto tiempo, quizás estoy equivocado, pero no creo que sea tanto tiempo, pero está muy metida. O sea, yo la veo entrenándose todos los fines de semana, lo disfruta mucho.
Y se ha puesto en forma.
Se está poniendo en forma y está bajando más y más. Se fue a Roatán a competir con los grandes. Y pues ahorita ya está con nosotros en la Azul Freediving Challenge y a ver cómo le sale. Pero claramente ya es parte de las atletas femeninas que podría ir por el overall. Entonces, ayer tuvo tarjeta blanca, si no estoy equivocada.
Ahorita te digo.
Así que a ver lo que le sale hoy. pero yo sé que ella puede hacer eso.
Sashi ayer bajó con Violetas 45 metros White Car.
Excelente. Y ahorita va por una bajada en inmersión libre a 50
No,
metros.
con Violetas.
Con violetas. Entonces está repitiendo lo mismo que ayer, pero más profundo.
Así es, ayer
Ok.
hizo 45 y hoy está
Entonces
haciendo
significa
50.
que no va por el overall, se va a enfocar en esta disciplina. Si no estoy equivocado, los 50 sería su PB, pero ya lo hizo antes. Quizás mañana va a intentar un poco más profundo.
Se registró la competencia con un personal best de 42 metros en Bi.
Ok. Pues si la ecualización le va, yo creo que va a estar bien. Go Sashi, go Sashi. Sashi también is part of the sponsor. She has her own brand. She makes, poncho to get change made of towels.
Yeah.
And she was very nice to offer some ponchos with the Azul Freediving Challenge logo on it. And it's going to be part of the prize that you can win in this competition.
Y Sashi acaba de hacer 50 metros en el Caribbean Cup.
Es lo que me parecía que lo había hecho en la Caribbean Cup.
Ayer platicábamos con Sashi un buen rato y nos platicaba de todas las diferencias que había entre hacer inmersiones y particularmente competir en agua salada y agua dulce. Y particularmente la experiencia de Roatán.
Que no encontraba su caída libre, ¿no?
La caída libre, la corriente hace que la línea no esté recta, que esté como una curva. Nos platicaba de la extra dificultad que tiene relajarse en la superficie cuando hay oleaje.
Claro.
También lo que mencionabas hace rato de que la velocidad de bajada pues es menor porque la densidad del agua es un poquito mayor, entonces tienes que patear también un poquito más profundo para empezar tu caída libre. La caída libre en sí es más lenta.
También nos platicaba que no necesariamente lastrarse más es lo mejor.
No, porque ya se está poniendo peligroso para la subida que va a estar muy
Así
intensa.
Entonces yo creo que fue una muy buena experiencia para ella.
Y ahorita sabe que aquí estamos muy a gusto.
Seguro
Sí.
va a ser un gran buceo para ella.
Y creo que también se estaba terminando un curso de instructor muy recientemente.
This is the official top. She's gonna take her last breath and she's gonna go for this dive. A little bit of packing I can see already even from the back. Noodle off. Duck dive. Good duck dive. Here she goes. Instructor, she's doing it with SSI. She was actually thinking about doing a crossover to AIDA at some point. But yeah, she's this with SSI, and then she gives her hands to Blackfin.
Blackfin, yes, that's right. She assists Blackfin in their courses.
I think she's also a mermaid, but I'm not so sure. For those who doesn't know and listen, but there is also in freediving there is a party called mermaiding, where there is actually proper courses to learn how to be a proper mermaid, and this is offered by SSI. And with Blackfin, they actually do some mermaid training.
Oh, wow.
Safety diver on the way down. She probably arrived already to the bottom, so that was maybe a little bit quick. We will see.
And she has a lot of crowd. Tiene un montón de porra ahí. Toda la banda de Blackfin.
Todo el mundo a la expectativa.
Los amigos están aquí listos para celebrar. Con la cámara no pueden ver, pero también está el público en las orillas del cenote y eso está genial porque aquí está. Respirando, no clip. Genial,
Protocolo.
looking good. She has a smile too, so probably a tag. She has a tag.
Un
Mm.
paseo muy lindo.
I'm super happy for her. She's been improving a lot. It's really good. I'm always happy when friendly people makes good dives and enjoy the time. Good job, Sashi. Very good. Congratulations.
Bueno, y nuestro siguiente atleta es Tanner.
Proximo Atleta is our good friend Tanner. He's gonna be back in the water today, and he's gonna push a little bit more his dive, and he's gonna try to do 50 meters. Tanner is a strong diver. He only has a little difficulties with the equalization. So if he's able to equalize and get to the bottom, I'm sure he will be fine. But let's see if the equalization let him.
It's good to see him in the water because yesterday he wasn't feeling
Good.
good enough to go in the water.
Well, something quite crazy happened to him in his Airbnb a couple of days ago. He had a big leak of gas of propane inside the room, and they
Yes.
kind of get a little bit intoxicated.
Wow.
So they had to go to the doctors, and the doctor said that clearly we not have a oxygen would be not as good as it should be. So he had to take a couple of days off before starting the competition. And I think that also kind of messed up a little bit with good afternoon with his dive. But yesterday he felt good on his dive. He stayed with us at the cenote last night, and we all rest well. So I'm sure today he's going to do great.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this morning I asked him how he felt. He said, "Well, a little bit better. Let's see what the doctor says." But I think the doctor said, "You go in the water today."
You do your dive, no excuse.
There are no excuses for today. Let's see
And
what Tanner can
Tanner,
do.
reminding again, Tanner is Dead Swish, our main sponsor. So if you guys want to go freediving in the Cenote Springs of Florida, he's the man to go is. He's also collaborating with Melissa and Daniel, if I remember what his name. And so if you guys want to do some spring hopping and go around and check out the cenotes, is the right team. They are located in Gainesville, and the school has been growing a lot too in the last few years. And in the latest news, he was telling me is that I don't know if it's a secret, but I'm gonna share it to you guys. Looks like they find a 60-meter spring, so they might be able to train a little bit deeper because that's the limit with the springs. It's like always
Okay.
30, 35 meters, 40 maximum. But looks like he got a new spot and maybe able to train a bit deeper. So finger crossed.
Finger crossed. And yes, you are right. So Tanner has a personal PB of constant no fins 53 meters.
Yeah, so he's definitely, he unfortunately cannot really push himself because the equalization is not going as good as planned.
Yes, constant weight by fins 50 meters, free immersion 51. So looks like he has stuck at around 50 meters.
Yeah, he's having a hard time to figure out how to equalize deeper. So my recommendation for him is simply to win the workshop with Max Gardien and solve that problem.
No excuses for him.
Exactly.
You should ask Max Gardien for a little bit of money.
For sending all the people with troubles.
Well, hopefully he's lucky this time and he can win the workshop.
I think so. Oh, maybe he can also win it on the lottery for sure.
Yes.
Yes. By the way, Max Gardien was yesterday was 4 seconds too short from his estimate. Today, 4 seconds
Too long.
too long. So
So
tomorrow he should have the
in between tomorrow.
yes.
I will see him. Tanner looks a lot more concentrated when he's diving than on his profile picture.
Okay. So he's preparing.
1 minute before the official time. 1 minute.
He's adjusting the nose clip.
Melissa is on the side. She will be the coach. So with Aida, there is a possibility to be coached by a friend. So when you arrive at the surface, you have to do that protocol, which is easy. But when you're hypoxic, it's not that easy. So you're actually allowed to ask your friend to coach you through the protocol. So when he will arrive at the surface, Melissa, as the coach, will probably say to him, "Breathe, breathe." Once the recovery seems to be fine, he will tell him, "Take off your nose clip." Yeah, until he's doing it. Once the nose clip is off, she will be telling him, make the sign," and he will do the okay sign. When the sign is okay, that's why she'll be like, "Say that you're okay, say it," and then the diver should say, "I'm okay," and the protocol is working. And today, for example, Konstantin, even if he was an early turn, got a little bit saved like that because he arrived at the surface, removed the mask, gave the okay sign, and did not say anything. And it's the coach was like, "Say, are you okay?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm okay." Yeah. So coaching can be really, really helpful. All right, Tanner is going.
Also, there is some times in which the stress are not allowing you to think clearly.
Of course. And you're hypoxic too, and you just did an effort. It's not so easy. All right, Tanner going for a dive. Can you remind us what he's gonna do?
Tanner is doing a free immersion dive, 50 meters. The announced time is 1 minute 48.
1 minute 48 is a quite quick diver for free immersion. Free immersion, it's hard to go fast with free immersion because you're pulling the line, yeah, and then you have the coordination and the glides. So it's hard to be a very fast diver in free immersion. That's why when you look at world record, the 126 meters in free immersion takes 4 minutes and 45 seconds. It takes a long time.
A very long dive. Okay,
All right, touchdown is coming up.
he's coming up, and we can see,
It's quite powerful.
yes, that is a big difference between his dive and the one from Melissa.
Oh yeah, Melissa was not pulling that strong, definitely not. Let's see if he got to the bottom and get that tag and didn't get an early turn. I will never get used to this little suspense before the diver arriving. A few more pull. He's starting to glide more, you can see. He's going to be here in a second. There it is.
There he is.
Very
No
strong,
slip, sign,
clean,
good.
very
Good.
fresh.
All right, so now is the moment of. Is he going to be looking for his. His face doesn't look like he has a tag. No tag.
No tag.
It was an early turn.
Sorry, my dear friend. We try it again tomorrow.
Y ahora tenemos a un participante local. Nuestro próximo participante,
¿Quién sigue?
Eduardo Escalante.
El famoso Eduardo Escalante, gran amigo también, alumno Pranamaya, atleta, pero no solamente de apnea, también hace triatlón, es nadador, es una persona que está muy activa y también tiene un negocio en Playa del Carmen. Es local, pero cocina comida Thai. So, tiene un restaurante tailandés, el mejor, no lo digo porque es mi amigo, pero definitivamente es el mejor restaurante Thai de Playa del Carmen.
Otro al que le tienes que pedir dinero.
Sí, pero yo un descuento porque a mí me encanta ir. Me encanta ir por allá. La comida asiática es muy sana y es perfecto para nosotros apneístas. Así que si vienen a playa que quieren comer rico y hablar de freediving, le pueden ir a hablar al Eduardo Escalante.
Ok.
Julián, ¿tú sabes más o menos cuántas competencias se hacen al año en México de profundidad?
Pues de profundidad que sepa, al momento solo está la Azul Freediving Challenge con las 2 ediciones. Y luego pues tenemos la competencia de Xibalba de Alejandro Lemus, que es este arma en abril. Y ya está.
Nada más, ¿verdad?
Ya está. Tuvo un par de veces eventos en Baja California. Me acuerdo de una
El
edición.
Big Blue.
El Big Blue, sí. Estrella Navarro había organizado una competencia allá. Pero el problema de esta zona es que, pues, si el clima no está bueno, pues se complica mucho. Y para organizar una competencia tenemos que estar seguros que las condiciones van a estar buenas en este mismo día. O sea, la Baja California está ideal para hacer apnea profundo también, pero es un poco tipo, me despierto en la mañana, hoy el clima está bonito y voy a buscar el sitio. Entonces, para organizar una competencia no es lo ideal.
Y aunque hay
Claro.
profundidad, no es muy cerca de la costa.
No, eso es el otro tema también. Hay que ir bastante lejos en alta mar para conseguir la profundidad. Entonces, si vamos lejos en alta mar, pues lo más probable es que se necesita un camino largo para llegar. Entonces, de repente, pues nos podemos marear en el camino para ir hasta el cenote. Y bueno, también si hay una emergencia, se complica un poquito todo el escenario. Pero de todas maneras, más que todo, tener un camino largo para llegar hasta el cenote, al sitio, pues no es ideal para la relajación.
No. Y además, entre más alejado estés, el oleaje es mucho más grande
Totalmente.
también.
Y también significaba que no fuimos capaces de tener ningún público y menos hacer un streaming, porque en alta mar simplemente no se va a poder, porque no hay internet, no hay de todo eso. Entonces, pues sí, una vez más tenemos mucha suerte aquí con este cenote azul.
Lo único es que vamos a acabarle unos metros más.
Sí, pero al final está bien porque yo siempre he querido que esta competencia sea más para principiantes que para los campeones. Entonces, si pues la profundidad no permite a los campeones de seguir participando, pues da lugar también a la gente que tiene un poco menos de experiencia. Entonces, al final de cuentas, es un punto un poco negativo, pero
Pero a
también
la
es
vez
positivo. Sí.
Ok, pues todos son bienvenidos.
Todos son más que bienvenidos. Y para tener más informaciones, tenemos un sitio web que se llama Azul Freediving Challenge, donde está toda la información. O también pueden contactar directamente la escuela Pranamaya y nosotros con mucho gusto les explicamos cómo funciona para participar a la competencia o simplemente si quieren entrenar en los cenotes.
Perfecto.
O ver animales. Ya estamos al punto de empezar la temporada de tiburón ballena y estamos muy emocionados en que vamos a ver esos bonitos animales tan grandes y tan inofensivos también. Pues realmente terminamos la competencia y 2 días después ya estamos allá para ir a jugar con los tiburones ballena.
Perfecto.
México tiene todo.
Sin duda.
La corrupción. Malco. Lalo se ve muy relajado, eso me gusta. Un concepto muy interesante que está desarrollado por Alexei Mochanov. Muchas veces me dicen, los buzos se ven muy concentrados, muy concentrados. En realidad lo que queremos hacer es el contrario, ser desconcentrado, o sea, desconectar del tiempo, del objetivo y estar solamente en el presente.
Y ahí va.
Ahí va. All right, go my friend, go. This is a free immersion dive, correct?
45 metros.
45 metros. Eso no creo que sea un PB para él. Estoy bastante seguro que lo hizo, pero quiere tener una tarjeta blanca, o sea, lo va por lo más seguro. Touchdown. seems to be a little bit quick. 1 minute dive time. Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
made it. Maybe made it. We will know when he arrives. This is why we use tags. It's like the proof, el testigo, no? The proof that the diver actually went to the bottom. There is not just the tags, and there is also a camera that the judge will check afterwards to make sure that every diver arrived to where they were supposed to and grab the tag the way it's supposed to and make sure they didn't pull outside of the candy cane. The candy cane are the two last meter of the line. Here is he, facing the judge, no skip off, sign, I'm okay. Protocol seems to be fine. Let's
Let's
see.
wait for
Let's see
the
if he has a tag.
tag.
Oh, he's looking into his wetsuit. I think this is a tag. He has a tag. Oh, that's good. I'm super happy for him.
Yeah,
White
it looks like
card.
a successful dive.
Let's wait for the decision of the judges. And it's a white
A
card.
white card.
Congratulations, Mr. Lalo. You're also a Panamaya athlete, so I'm a little bit proud. I kind of like this.
And our next athlete is Kristofer Stensland.
Ah, Kristofer Stensland is a first timer. It's the first time he's doing the competition. He did the workshop with us in the past days, and he had a good progression, and he's doing good. He's a strong diver. He really enjoy. Um, and it's kind of cool too because all the guys who did the workshop they are coaching each other. So I can see now there is Konstantin in the water. You can see him bandana, and he will be doing the coaching for him. So the workshop we've been practicing this, no, every day, how to get the tag, what's the surface protocol, what the coach can do. And the idea is that like this, when you arrive on the competition, you don't have to wonder like, okay, what am I supposed to do now? Who's next? So it's nice. It's nice in that sense to be prepared for your dive. Kristofer is from the US and he's mostly training in cold water. So he was also very happy to be able to come here and some dives in